Welcome to the Steadyflow International School. Here from our press desk, we are giving you the news updates from Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. My name is Mirabel Ngwere. Academic activities from the first term is gradually winding up. The Steadyflow International School will on Monday, 21st November 2022 commence the first term examination. Students are advised to read and prepare effectively. However, the management has appealed to all parents to pay their award tuition, as no child owing will be allowed to sit for the examination. Now, let's go over to the press desk for Wednesday updates. Over to Mary and Osenat.
Welcome to Steadyflow International Press Desk. I am Mary Woga.
I am Daud Osenat.
Education news update for Wednesday, 16th November 2022. Let's begin with Vanguard newspaper. Minister Feminist Forum clash over sex education in curriculum. A civil society organization, CSO, the Nigerian Feminist Forum, NFF, has tackled the Minister of Education, Adamu, over alleged moves to expunge sex education from curriculum. This was contained in a statement by Executive Director, NFF, Dioma Obibi, where it pointed out that removal would infringe on the rights of young people.
Obasanjo berated those against girl-child education. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has condemned those against girl-child education in the country, declaring the world betide anyone taking such step. Obasanjo made this declaration at the year 2022 World Diabetics Day, organized by the Olusegun Obasanjo Foundation, OOF, held at the main auditorium of Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, OOPL, Abeokuta, Ogun State Capital.
The Guardian. Hospital moves against diabetes with free screening, mass education. Lagos-based specialized facility on management of diabetes, endocrine and metabolism conductions, Rainbow Specialist Medical Center has begun free screening and mass education to commemorate the 2022 World Diabetes Day, WDD.
BBC, teachers strikes. What are they paid and will schools close? Teachers across the UK are being asked if they want to strike over pay. Some teachers in Scotland have already voted in favor of industrial action.
Special schools in Northern Ireland may close during nurses' strike. Some special schools in Northern Ireland may have to consider closing in the event of strike action by nurses. That's according to updated guidance on school closures from the Department of Education, DE.
Irish language training offered to education staff. All staff in the Education Authority, EA, are to be offered training in the Irish language and Ulster Scots. Training will not be mandatory and English will remain the principal language of the EA.
Legit. Dirt for good. OMO educates students on plastic recycling across 30 schools. In a move to inspire a more responsible citizenry sustainability practice, OMO, Africa's biggest laundry brand, has launched an educational campaign across schools to engage and educate children on plastic recycling through its Dirt for Good campaign, a holistic approach toward reducing waste, promoting sustainability and creating better communities.
NNN. Nigeria gets $20,000 UNESCO grant for literacy educators. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, has awarded Nigeria $20,000 for pilot training of literacy teachers in the country. UNESCO representative Virginia Priso said this at a two-day Global Education Coalition (GEC) Global Literacy Alliance (GAL) training model validation workshop in Abuja on Tuesday.
NYSC Governing Board recommends LASG for observing corps members posted for service.
UNWTO calls for inclusion of tourism in African schools curriculum. ZURAP Secretary General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization on Monday urged governments across African continent to instill tourism in the curriculum of African schools.
That's all the news for Wednesday, November 16, 2022. I still remain Mary Walker.
And I am Daudu Osenat.
Thank you, Mary and Osenat. Now let Stella and Angel give us the updates for Thursday, 17th November.
Good day, viewers. Welcome to the Steadyflow Press Desk. I am Stella Olaoye.
And I am Angel Igwe.
Education news update for Thursday, 17th November. Here are the news updates as they were published by the dailies on 17th November. The Sun. Inclusive education. Stakeholders make case for PLWDs.
Independent. Fake news. AFV launches Film in Education Media Literacy campaign for students.
The Abuja Film Village AFV has launched its Film in Education Media Literacy campaign and its training secondary school students to champion the effort.
NNN Nigeria stakeholders call for increased access to diabetes education.
TVC News. ASU Minister of Education Adamu insists on a half salary. The dispute between the federal government and the academic staff union of universities over the payment of half pay to university lecturers appear to be escalating into another strike. Minister of Education Adamu says the federal government will not be compelled to pay for the work not done.
The authority FCTA UN signed partnership framework on education health.
Business Day. FEC approves 10.96 billion naira for contracts in education, 145 vehicles for FRSC.
The Federal Executive Council (FEC) on Wednesday approved about 10.95 billion for projects in the Ministry of Education, as well as to purchase vehicles for the Federal Road Safety Corps (FRSC).
Guardian. Uniben ASU reject half salaries. Members of the Academic Staff Union of University ASU University of Benin Uniben chapter said the federal government action concerning the half salaries paid lecturers for October is an onslaught against intellectuals aimed at demoralizing the workforce in the university and preparing the ground for the eventual destruction of the system.
Students warned against drug usage at inter-school music competition. Students from various schools in Lagos have been warned against the use of illicit drugs as they could destroy their future. The occasion was the grand final of the National Inter-School Music Competition and Academic Award NISMCAA tagged Say No to Drugs, held at the NUT Pavilion, Alausa, Ikeja.
Church awards scholarship to exceptional indigent students.
Nigerian schools urged to compete for $250,000 worth Best School Prize 2023.
15-year-old Oson Gobong Paul wins UBA Foundation's National Essay Competition.
Sonwolu Onye, Akaribo, others honor ex-Unilag VC at book launch.
Still on The Guardian, parents urge to support children aspiring to become fashion designers. The creative director of Cobra's Design and Fashion Academy, Mrs. Yewande Hakim Habib, has called on parents to support their children interested in developing careers in fashion parade. She made this call while giving her keynote address at the 2022 fashion show held at Green Spring School, Anthony Campus in Lagos.
Army Day, ex-students celebrate 20th anniversary, donate science lab to alma mater.
Legit, UBEC reveals major problem behind poor education system in northern states. UNICEF reels out solutions.
The state and federal governments have been urged to place top priority on education and its dividend. Dr. Hamid Boboyi of the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, says education is the base of any successful society.
Tribune. Nigeria lecturer at Ugandan University sacked over sex for marks scandal. The head of the Department of Economics and Statistics in the Faculty of Economics and Management Science at Kabale University in the western region of Uganda, Dr. Nilfu Lukman Abiodun, has been sacked after being found guilty of sexual harassment. Abiodun, in Nigeria, who is also the director of research at the university, was interdicted mid-year to pave way for investigations into complaints that he was demanding sex from female students in exchange for marks.
Wale Oke tasked stakeholders on quality university education at maiden convocation.
Reps Committee moved merger of ASCON Public Service Institute.
NUC harps on entrepreneurship education in tackling graduate unemployment. The Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, NUC, Professor Abubakar Adamu Rashid, has insisted that the challenge of graduate unemployment in Nigeria could be substantially tackled if universities in the country give priority to the development of entrepreneurship education program.
The Nigeria Lawyers Council of Legal Education released results of 2022 Part 2 Bar Exam. The bar finals in the compulsory examinations which aspirants to Nigerian bar must pass before getting called and accredited to practice as lawyers. That's all the news for Thursday, 17th November 2022. I still remain Stella Olaoye.
And I am Angel Igwe.
Thank you, Stella and Angel. Finally, on the paper review from the Steadyflow press desk, we would have Chiwendu and Munachi give us the updates for Friday, 18th November.
Good day, viewers, and welcome to the Steadyflow International Press Desk. I'm Augustine Chiwendu.
And I am Munachi Igwe.
Education news updates for Friday, 18th November. Here are the news updates as they were published by the dailies on 18th November.
Let's begin with the Punch. Digital education will solve unemployment in Africa.
The Powerline project has said digital education will solve the challenges of unemployment and underemployment of Nigeria youth. A statement by the firm explained that its global was to train 1 million software developers across the continent by 2027.
$250,000 World's Best School Prizes open.
Writers call for improved education sector.
The National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools has emphasized the need for a better and quality education sector. Speaking at a virtual meeting, National President NAPS, Mr. Yomi Otubela, revealed that the 2022 annual NAPS International Conference and Exhibition was titled Revamping Africa's Education for Sustainable Development. Education Perspective will discuss and proffer suggestions to the development of education.
The Sun, I will prioritize education opportunities for youth, Accord Party.
International Students' Day. I'll promote legislation on qualitative, relevant, accessible education. Tekbe. NNN. FG moves to harmonize standard of Beche.
The Federal Ministry of Education has organized a review meeting on the harmonization of the Basic Education Certificate Education (BECE) to eliminate the disparity in its quality and standards at the national level. The Nigerian News Agency reports that the 5th edition of the two-day meeting, which started on Wednesday in Ilorin, is for registrars and chief executive officers of state examination bodies and FCTs.
The Guardian. When TED found FIRS interface over review of education tax.
Yale, Harvard, and UC Berkeley Law Schools withdrawn from U.S. News rankings.
In the most dramatic rebuke of the U.S. News and World Report colleagues and universities rankings to date, Yale and Harvard announced on Wednesday they will stop participating in the magazine's law school rankings, citing frustrations with the list methodology. That's news for Friday, 18th of November 2022. I still remain Munachi Igwe.
And I'm Augustine Choume.
That's all we have from Steadyflow. I am Mirabel Mbere.